Hi, Year 6 and welcome to Monday maths lesson, our arithmetic paper. Hopefully you've had a chance to look at this arithmetic paper, either download it or look at the PDF that we sent you today or not. But I'm just going to get straight into it, answering the questions. So answering question 1 then. Can you see that all right? Is there a light bit? I better be the light from my window. Give me 2 minutes, I'll just work out the light from my window. And there we go, hopefully you can see that a bit better. So number 1 then, we've got 84 times 6 using column there to help me. So 4 6s are 24, 8 6s, oh, I know, 48, there you go, oh, 48, 49, 50. So there you go, 504. Oh, they're 48. Yeah, they are 48. God, my brain just went then for a minute. Question number 2 then is 109, taking away 10. Now I can just count backwards, 10 slots, and that should get me to 99. Or I have to use column subtraction to do that for me, but I shouldn't have to really. Here we go, number 3. We've then got the same as usual when it comes to just lining everything up, making sure that the decimal point is in place. 0.5 there, adding them together, and the decimal point in there as well. 5 at the 4 then is 9/10, and then 4 at the nothing is 4 1, so it should be 4.9. Question number 4. Here we go. So what we've got: 5, 6, 9, 1, and we'll add in 7, 3, 5, and I can already see this is testing whether or not I can carry on to the next next column or not. We should have 5 at the 1 then is the 6, 9 at the 3 then is the 12, 6 times 2 is 12, at the 1 is 13, add the 1 more is 14, and then 5 at the 1 then is 6, so you should have 6, 4, 2, 6. Question number 5, 27 times by 3. So it's just using column again. So 7 3s are 21, 2 3s are 6, 7, 8, 81 there. Okay, that one's actually a lot easier than that one. It's weird that they're the other way around and we've got that one first and then that one. Anyway, let's have a look. Question number 6, 64 divided by 8. Now, I bet some of you did this, 64 in a bus stop. You automatically went to bus stop, but what you would have found was you can't fit 8 into 6, so then it just turned it back into 64 again. So what did I need? I needed my 8 times table there. So how many 8s fit into 64? Or something times 8 equals 64. I ate an 8 and I was sick on the floor, so 8 times 8 is 64. So it should be 8 that you've then got there, number 6. Right, number 7, 205. Take away 8 that we've got there. Again, you should be able to do this just by counting backwards 8. You should end up at 100 and whatever, but then let's go 5 take away 8 can't do. So I'm going to then rename all these columns. So 15 take away 8 that I've got there. If I find the difference then, I've got 7. 9 take away nothing is 9. 1 take away nothing is 1, so I've then got 197. Here's some of my favourites here. Number 8. 6 add 8, 11. There we go. Oh, I don't know why I've done that one there. So what do they equal? Well, I know my numerator is still going to be an 11th. So then I've got 6 add 8, well, 2 6s are 12, 13, 14, 14 11ths. If you really want bonus points, what's that as a mixed fraction? Or in one whole, there are 11 parts make one whole. So it'll be one whole, and how many will I have left over? 11, 12, 13, 14, 3 11ths then left over as well. So happy days if you got that one. Number 9, let's have a look. 200 and I just had to double check then, times 1. 298 times 1. Why is that number 9? That is just to try and trick you like I've got. Hopefully, I mean, I shouldn't even need to go through the answer there. Hopefully you've got 298. It makes me feel a bit sick that I've had to write that answer down. Question number 10. This is then looking to make sure that we understand our place value holders. So I've got 4.233 and I'm adding 0.1. So there's my decimal point. 0.1, and then I still need to fill in these place value holders, so I'm going to fill them in with my zeros, and then I can add these together, put my decimal point on there, so then that should be 3, 3, 2 add 1 is 3, 4 add nothing is 4, 4.333 is what you should have ended up with. Now we're timesing by 100. Now the amount of times we've gone over timesing by 10, 100 and 1,000, hopefully nobody did this. If you did this, you're going to find it really difficult if you did that. Okay, because we times in by 100, we know that all our digits move to the left. And how many places did they move? They moved 2 places. How do I know that? 100 has got 2 zeros in it. Nice and easy. So here's my decimal point. This is my number that I started with. Now I'm moving everything 2 places. So that 4 goes 1, 2. That 7 goes 1, 2 over here. That 6 goes 1, 2 over here. So you should have ended up with 67.4. Okay, and then this one, even though they've got you're starting with the blank, you're still doing it the same way around. So 7,082 minus 927, and I just fill the answer in at the front this time instead of at the back. So this is just seeing whether or not I can rename. So 12 take away 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 5. 7 take away 2 is 5. 0 take away 9 I cannot do, so I rename. 10 take away 9 is 1, and then 6. So it should have ended up with 6155. Okay, we just change. In fact, there I've got some at the bottom. Number 13, well easy this one. 990 divided by 9. How many 9s into 9? 1. How many 9s into 9? 1. How many 9s into 0? 0. So you should have ended up with 110. Number 14, 7 squared. Well, that equals 7 times 7. And I know 7 times 7 is 49. So you should have ended up with 49. Question 15. I'll do that one down here. Can you see that one? I can do that here. You need to shout at the screen if you can't see it. 6, 6, 7, 2. Can't hear. 7, 8, 0, 9. There we go. Adding them together. 9 add 2, 9, 10, 11. 7 add the 1, 8. 12, 13, 14. And then 14 there. So 14,481 is what you should have got. Number 16, 10% of something. So I'm dividing something by 10. So 6,340. And then if I'm finding 10%, I'm dividing something by 10. So if I divided that by 10, well, then it's the same as timesing by 10 instead of getting bigger and getting smaller. So then that would then, all my digits then would move 1 place to the right this time. And I would then end up with 634.0 or just 634. So 10% equals 634. Question 17. I'll have to flip over now. You see that? Yeah, question 17. 9.15 times by 9. So 9 times 5 is 45. 1 times 9 is 9. Add the 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Decimal point, decimal point. 9 times 9 is 81. Add the 1, 82. Okay, so you should have ended up with 82.35. Question number 18. Oh, dead easy. This one's dead strange. It keeps going like really quite difficult, and then all of a sudden throws a massively easy one at you. It makes me double check, make sure I'm doing it right. 7/10 take away 1/10. So I don't need to do anything to the denominators because they're both the same. So it's basically 7 take away 1 is 6/10. Okay. Question number 19. Timesing by 10 again. So 4, 7, 8.2 times and everything by 10. Everything's shifting 1 place this time. So 2 then comes here, 8 here, 7 here, 4 here, and my place value holder at the end. So I should have ended up with 4782.0 or just 4782. Question number 20. 5621 divided by 7. So with this one, then I need my 7 times table. So then 7's into 5, I can't do. Let's carry that over. 7's into 56, then go 8. 7's into 2, I cannot do. Move that over. 7's into 21, then go 3. So it should be 803 is what you've got there. Question number 21 is here. We'll put that there. So what's basically, this is just 40 take away 6, isn't it? 40 take away 6 is 34. I'm working in thousands, so it's 34,000. There you go. So you should have something like that. Question 22. 600 times 8. Well, again, this is just 6 times 8, isn't it? 6 times 7 is 42. 6 times 8 then is 48. So 48 times it by 100 then. So it should have ended up with 4,800. Question number 23. Keeping everything in line. 15.1. What am I doing? Taking away. keeping everything in line, 8.45, 8.45, and so then I need to put my place value holder at the end of that one because I've got my hundredths, decimal point in line. Need to rename. So 10 take away 5 is 5. Need to rename again because I've got 0 take away 4, can't do that. 10 take away 4 then is 6/10. 4 take away 8, can't do, need to rename. 14 then take away 8 would be 6. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, just have to double check that then. 6.65. And then 24, another basically exactly the same thing, just with bigger numbers this time. 76119, and then 50817. Take them away. So then 9 take away 7 then is 2. 1 take away 1 is 0. I'm about to say 1. 1 take away 8 can't do. That's going to turn into 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3, 5, 2. 25302 is what you should have there. Right, question number 25. This is where it starts getting a bit juicy. So we've got 27 times 62. So first thing I'm going to think of is 27 times 2. So 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 2 is 4. Add the 1 is 5. So that's 54. Now I'm going to think about 27 times 60. You can see that one. Now I'm going to do 27 times 60. So start sometimes in by 10. Two ways of doing this. You can either start in the tens column. So 6 times 7 is 42. So I'll start in the tens column. And then 6 times 2 is 12. Add then the 4 is 16. And then fill in my place value holder there. So now I've times 27 by 2 and got 54. Now I've times 27 by 60 and got 1,620. Now I just need to add those answers together, and I will end up with the full answer. So 5, 6, 7, 6, 1, 1, 6, 7, 4 is what you should have ended up with. Okay, I've done the right numbers. Yeah, I have. Right, oh, times in fractions. It looks difficult. It is ridiculously easy. 1 times 8. There we go. So 1 times 1 is 1, and then 5 times 8 is 40. 1/40th is what we've got there. Question number 27. I'll do that just underneath here. Can you see that all right? Yeah, you can, can't you? Make this a bit bigger. So 21 times 1 whole and 1/2. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do then is 21 times 1. So that's 21, isn't it? Okay, so I've got 21, and then 21 times 1/2 is what I then need there. So I did 21 times 1 equals 21, and then I need 21 times 1/2 equals there. So how do I do 21? 21 wholes, well, that's the same as 21 over 1, isn't it? Okay, so 21 over 1 times that. So 21 times 1 is 21. Just times in fractions together again. 1 times 2 is 2. So I've got 21 over 2. Now I need that as a mixed number. So how many how many holes can I get out of 21 halves? I can get 10 holes, and I'll be left with 1/2 left over. So I've got 21 holes over here, 10 holes over here, so that equals 30 holes and 1/2. There's what you should have got there. So let's just double check what I did. I did 21 times 1, which is 21. I then did 21 times 1/2. I then made my 21 a fraction, so I could times them both together. I then made that a mixed number and then added those two answers together. So you then get 30 halves. 30 and 1/2. Question number 28. I'll do that over here, save a bit of paper. Question 28. These 2/3 add 1/4. This is where then I can't add thirds and quarters, so I need to find a common denominator, which then is 12. And I've times by 4 this side, and I've times by 3 that side, because 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 3 is 12, so do the same to the top. 2 times 4 then is 8. 1 times 3 is 3. Add them together, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I've ended up then with 11/12. Hopefully is what you guys got as well. Okay, question number 29. Dividing by 11. Even set it out for me. This is a big 2 marker as well. That's well easy 2 marks because I know my 11 times table. What number is this? 29. Usually we have to write out like the 34 times table or something, don't we? Because we're dividing by 34. We don't need to because I'm dividing by 11. I know my 11 times table. 3, 2, 6, 7 there. So 11's into 3 I can't do. 11's into 32. Oh, I could have almost got 3 out of there then, didn't I? I could have almost got 33. But it will then be 2 holes. And then I would have 10 left over. So then I need my 11 times table to go into 11's into 106. And will be 9. 9 times 11 is 99. 10 times 11 is 110. Can't go to 10, so it's going to be 9, which would be 99, and then with 7 remaining, and then 11's into 77 are 7. So you should have ended up with 297. Question number 30. There's 4/7 divided by 2. I love this because remember, whenever you come to dividing, you keep, change, flip. You change that to minus. What's that called? Times in. And I flip this. That's the same as having 2 1s, isn't it? 2 holes. So I flip that over into a half because dividing by 2 is the same as timesing by a half. So then 4 times 1 is 4. 7 times 2 is 14. Can I simplify that at all? I could divide them both by 2 and end up with 2/7, can't I? Yep. And then I think I've got a couple more. Is that right? A few more left. So question 31. They always throw these in here. 12% of 350. So, first of all then, facts that are going to help me. 10% is the same as dividing by 10, isn't it? So that'll be 35. So then now I just want to find 1%. So 1% then would be 3.5 divided by 10 again. Okay, so now I want 12%. Okay, but I can get 12% by doing 10 add 1 add 1, can't I? So 12% equals, well, 10 is 35, 1 is 3.5, and another one is 3.5. If I add them all together, see that? Yep. Add them all together, I should end up with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 3 at the 4, 42 is what I should have ended up with there. Question number 32. Here we go. Another amazing, easily 2 marker. 8, 3, 6, getting a bit bigger now, times 91. Even though I am timesing by 1 there, the first step, aren't I? So I've done that already. 836. I've just times it by 1. Now I'm timesing by 90. So this time I can start in the tens column again, or I can just start by putting a 0 in my 1 column, because whenever I times by 10, my answers always end in a 0. So now I'm just timesing by 9. 9 6s are 54. 9 3s are 21. 21, no they're not. 27. Add the 5. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. And then 8 9s are, put my 8th finger down, 72, 73, 74, 75. Ta-da! There we go. So I just need to add them together. Now I'd end up with 6 add 0 is 6, 4 add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 add 2 is 10, 5 add the 1 is 6, 7, nothing. So I should have ended up with 76,076. And final few more. Well, it's quite a few this week, isn't there? 1 hole, so number 33. 1 hole, 1 quarter, take away 2/5. So now I need to find common denominators here first, don't I? So I need to put these into 20ths. Put them into 20ths. 4 times 5 is 20. So that will be, if I put my denominator as 20, 1 hole here, and times in this side by 5. So 1 times 5 is 5, and times in this side by 4. So 2 times 4 is 8. There you go. I can't do 5 20ths add, take away 5 to 8 20ths. So I need to do something with this 1 hole. Well, 1 hole is worth 20 20ths, isn't it? So that's the same then, having this side as having 25 20ths. I'm taking away 8 of those 20ths. What would I then end up with? I'd then end up with 17, I think. I'm counting backwards properly. Yeah, 17 20ths is what I would then have ended up with. Question 34. Dead easy, this one. 3 add 4, and I'm timesing that by 11, take away 4. So let's do the brackets first. 3 add 4 then is 7. Timesing that by 11, take away 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7, oh, we've done this before. 7 times 7 equals 49. We've done that before because we did it 7 squared somewhere, didn't we? Okay. Question 35, 36. How many have we got? Yeah, 36. That's it. Last two then. Put them on a different page. 35. I need my 55 times table. I can't believe this is worth 2 marks, and so was the 11 dividing by 11. So anyway, let's just work this out first. 55, 3, 4, 1, 0. Now I need my 55 times table. So 55, I'm just adding 55 every time, aren't I? So that would be, adding 5 then will be 10, adding 5 will be 10, 11. Add another 55 would be 165. Add another, is that right? Yeah, that's right. Add another 55 would then be 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Add another 55 will be 275. And then add another 55 would be 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I think that's right. Another be 10. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah, I did that right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 6 times 55 there. Hopefully that should be enough. So 55s into 3 don't go. 55s into 34 don't go. 55s into 341. Or I might need, no, I won't, because if I added another 55 on there, I wouldn't get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it'd be 6. And now from 330 would be 11 remaining. So then 110 then will be 2. So you should have then 62. There you go. Can you see that? Just using those facts there to help me. And then finally then, question 36. Ta-da! 1/2. Oh, how is this the last question? This is really easy. That last one should have been the last question because that was quite hard. Divided by 3. That's the same then. Remember, 3 over 1. Keep. Change. Flip. 1 times 1 is 1. 5 times 3 is 15. Happy days. Smiley face. Yay! You've done it. Give us a mark out of 36, or is it 40 actually, because you've got a couple of 2 markers in there. Give us a mark out of 40 for us and tell us which ones you struggled with, and that should then help us when we get back to school next week. We'll see you next week for your next arithmetic test. I actually see you properly, face to face, with eyes, no screen. See you later, year 6.